is Simplified Swan for violin. A few notes to go over before we play. Check your key signature. We do have that F sharp. So when we get to the F in measure 8, F sharp, it is that high 2. So your second finger on the tape like normal. In measure 10, your first note is a B, so it'll be that second finger on the G string up on the tape. Then the next note is a B flat. That flat makes the note lower. So you're gonna just take your second finger and slide it back. That's that space between the two tapes, your low 2. So B, B flat. Make sure your first finger stays correctly on its tape. Don't let that slide. In measure 12, your first note is an A. So first finger on the G string. The next note is an A flat. So to make this note lower, we're gonna slide it back behind the tape. So this is A, and then sliding back towards the end of the neck would be A flat. In measure 16, where you see letter B, that first note is an F natural, so that low 2 on your D string. And then in measure 21, you have a G sharp. So we're gonna play open G, and then the second note is a G sharp, so again, it's a low 1. It's the same as that A flat. A flat and G sharp are the same exact note, played the same way, they're just written differently. So A to A flat, open G to G sharp. After that, everything else is pretty straightforward. In the last line, just watch for your cues. Remember, you rest on 1, then you change on beat 2, hold for 3, change 4, hold 5, change 6, hold 1, and then 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And make sure you're looking up through that whole last line so that if the tempo slows down, you're able to catch it. All right, going to play through with the metronome set at 72. 4, 5, 6. Measure 2. Measure 3, 4, 5, 6, measure 7, low 2, move the low 1, low 2, measure 18. Low 1. For this song, so that you can get a nice clear tone while playing piano, for the most part, you're gonna be playing just in the upper half of your bow. So stay away from the bottom half. You're gonna tilt the bow a little bit, tilt that stick of the bow a little bit away from you so there's not as much hair on the string, and just very lightweight. Long bows in the upper half, but just very little weight.